There we go. That should be working a bit better now. Sorry about that. I probably just blasted out the eardrums of everyone who had them in and turned up expecting to be actually be able to hear something going on. I have no idea what happened there. Everything tested out just fine before the game. You know, at least a half hour ago, working fine, and sometime between then and now, it broke. So, anyways, now that we've had that little bit of excitement and delay to the start of the festivities here, BattleTech tonight. What am I going to be doing? I am going to be doing... as soon as that catches up with me here. I said I would give the game a little bit of another visit back here. Campaign-wise, we're done with the campaign. The only thing that's really left are all the little oddball missions that are there. And I think we've kind of been through enough of those during the stream. I'm not too worried about what could really be out there, and I don't have this, this burning need to collect one of every mech. Because, honestly, if we come down here to the mech bay, I don't really need to collect one of each mech because I've got them all in the mech bay, and it's not a mod that's doing this or anything. This is literally straight up the actual mech bay that you can work with. And what is really neat about this is they've really this is not in the beta, so this is all brand new stuff that you're seeing here. And you can see I've been doing a couple things to cheese some of the achievements that are out there, like winning with a force of entirely locusts against Lance that was very much intended to lose against those locusts. I did a test of a triple PPC Zeus for stuff. But these are all the built-in lances that they give you in the game, and what's really neat about this, they've assigned the mech warriors to them now, and you'll recognize all these pilots from the beta itself. There's Arclight there, Witness is there, Kraken's there, but we've also got the option to do some new lances if we want to. Pardon me there, I just had a bit of a cough. But before we get into doing that, I also want to go in and actually work on some individual mechs here. And the great thing about this is now I can indeed play around with something like the King Crab or the Zeus. So we've got some interesting stuff that we can do here. And oddly enough, I don't know why... Oh, there we go, that's why. Okay, need to have the stock designs. It's only showing me the non-stock designs that I've come up with. I don't know why that king crab is showing up custom there, but okay. So lots of fun stuff we can do here. Like, for instance, let's see. Here is an atlas that people might recognize with the ER large laser and the medium pulse lasers. So stuff like this is out there to play with. I just haven't actually managed to find a way to drag some of this stuff around. So what I want to do, actually, just for amusement, is go in here to the lights, and you'll note this is where I finally can pull in the urban mechs. And just for fun, we're going to see what we can do with the with the urban mechs such as it is. Yeah, this should be amusing. 1 out of 4 ballistic hard points on the right arm? Are you kidding me? Oh, that's just hilarious. Alright, I've got to do something with this. This is the part where I can really start to have fun. Okay, so you think I can mount up 4 ballistic hard points on that, and I'm already 41 tons just doing that. Alright, let's drop the heat sink. Let's really kill its maneuverability. Bring on 1 ton of ammo to somehow service that. And you see I can drop to no armor, and that's not enough for it. Why is there 4 ballistic hard points on this design? Seriously, you can't do anything with that. Oh, that's hilarious. Alright. Well, let's try the other hilarity here that we could do. Because we could indeed do an AC-20 urban mech. Actually, not bad. Not bad for the armor ratings there. That's actually, I mean, for all things considered, that's pretty decent. Even if a single AC 10 will, well, a 20 will pop that arm, probably pop through the torso. Okay, I've got to keep this one around. Just because that is so absolutely ridiculous. Alright, let's do something a little more interesting here and grab the king crab. I'm kind of wondering, because that is... Yeah, that actually isn't all that great for the armor they're all considered. Huh. 1 out of 1, 1 out of 1. Actually, the crab's got a pretty good, good mix here. Let's just kind of play around with this a little bit and see what we can do with it, because you haven't quite figured it out. I want to do a little bit of a challenge with a stock lance versus a kind of a mixed lance on my side. Let's grab the AC-10 ammo. And that gives me 4 tons to play with by downgrading. I could give it jump jets. That's kind of hilarious thing to do. What I'm really thinking about, though, is upgrading. Double the heat, 10 points more damage. Durability, heat efficient. Amusingly, giving that thing, dropping to the AC-20s and giving it a PPC that's double the heat actually increased the heat efficiency there. That's kind of scary, but no, what I would probably wind up doing is 2 large lasers there. We're 1 ton overweight. Well, that's why, because we've got an ungodly number of heat sinks sitting down here. Just for the heck of it. Okay, so that's considered a drop in firepower, but look at my average range now, so that's gone up. Yeah, that's an interesting one. King Bitty Crab. It's a little bitty crab. It's a big little bitty crab. Alright, so we got a modified light. We've got a modified assault. Let's see what we can do with our medium mechs here. Oh, we have pimped these out to the nth degree over so many episodes at this point, and we've got the Griffin, and we've got the Griffin's other brother. That really kind of nerfed the nerfed the range. Actually, the range goes up a little bit because it's swapped over to lasers. This is the great thing, is now I have all the different variants, and amusingly enough, it's got some of these. Oh, there's the an LRM boat, the variant that I made with an LRM-20 and the small laser. Oh boy, actually the LRM-20 and the LRM-5. So we got that. Yeah, we'll include that one in what I'm working on. So let's look at our heavies. Didn't get a chance to really mess around with the Cataphract or the Black Knight in the series. We'll start with Cataphract to start with. And I already have the name in mind for this one. Have to go for that. I mean, come on, let's be honest here. What I kind of want to do is, this one's got a little bit of a problem with heat efficiency, so if we swap in... No, don't swap out the medium laser. Oh boy. That is kind of sucky they don't keep your parts that you removed there. 4 C-20s on an Irby... Okay, yeah, you've got... Yeah, I was gonna say you have to modify the game to pull that off. The game is... YouTube is being really picky with me tonight. About letting me preview the stream, but I'm got to go off of the drop frame indicator on OBS. There's a 1.7 from something else on speed playing. Yeah, my system was having all sorts of weird stuff going on there. I have no idea what it is. That got us 2 tons back. Pretty much sitting maxed out on the laser weaponry. I could... Heat efficiency is up, but I can actually really mess things up quite a bit. AC-20 ammo, AC-20 ammo. Okay, so torso mount. Heat sinks. We're doing good for efficiency now. Let's relocate a medium laser into the torso for longevity reasons. And typical to equipment. Do you have... This is the thing I don't like, is they don't include a lot of the campaign equipment. So they don't give you anything like the TTS systems or the rangefinder or the cockpit mods or anything. Kind of annoyed they don't have that there. And I mean, for that matter, you'll also note that I'm not seeing any of the Star League era weaponry here, which is also kind of annoying. So I can only assume that you'd actually have to have a stock Star League chassis in order to actually see those weapons. You have to play around with that a little bit. That's a pretty nasty hitter there. I mean, that's that is a hunchback right off the bat, plus plus a large laser on top of that, plus the heat sinks to actually run it. That should be an interesting one. Alright, so we've got 4 mechs that have been customized, and now what I can do is go through and say new lands. And we are going to call this Stream Lance, because I am not creative at all. Can I change the... I can change the name, but I can't change... I can go back, but I can't change the... Really, game? You're not gonna... Okay, fine. It's probably pulling that in from somewhere. Alright. Our non-stock chassis, that was our downgraded King Crab. Put that one in, obviously. We are looking for our Cataphract for the medium weights. We should have a slightly less expensive Shadowhawk in here. Kitted out in an absolutely ridiculous fashion with the LRM-20 and an LRM-5 riding sidecar, just because that's the extra I could slap into it. And let's go down to our silly little urban mech. Oh, that is just... he can't even jump at this point because I had to rip the jump jets out, so he's gonna be ridiculously slow. I'm gonna have to kind of stage the fight around him. It looks like you guys are doing kind of the same thing where they're all randomized skill levels to a certain point. Which also means that none of these guys have advantages like the, sprint or anything, the extra sprint movement. Sumo, you have Bulwark and the Shoot and Scoot. Nope, not the Shoot and Scoot. Melee attacks knock your target back one initiative phase. Now, I was thinking about the Shoot and Scoot for the pop gun, but that's not going to work. I'll throw multi target in there. No, that's definitely not going to work. Who's got Breaching Shot? There's Shoot and Scoot. I could put Paradise down there. Well, I'm thinking is Sensor Lock, Bulwark. No, I want Breaching Shot. Give me someone who's got Breaching Shot. Not Arclight. Arclight definitely doesn't have it. Apex does, but that's a waste of multi-target. That's a waste right there, putting multi-target... Well, actually, no, not... I don't know if they fixed that in that last patch or not, where it... you only have to fire one weapon for it to definitely be considered Breaching Shot, and I think they were saying it was unfairly applying it with multi-target, but I can't really do that with her anyways. Someone else has got to have it down here. No. Wow. So... Gotta make my shots count. 8 gunnery on top of that anyways. Arclight's a sole tactician that's out here, I believe, still. Yep, the only tactician, so that immediately gives her the King Crab. Because I want her to have the initiative bonus, so she'll be moving a little sooner than all the other assault mechs. Who's next up? Hey, Glengorna. I'm not really looking to continue it that much because, honestly, at this point, the storyline's done, so all I would really be doing would be just engaging on random missions. And I don't have a problem with that, but I'm at a point in the game where, with the mechs that I have, I mean, I could field 3 out of 4 assault mechs. It's not that much of a challenge. I mean, anything that I engage is either going to be massively overwhelming, you know, waves of assault mechs coming at me, or it's just going to be, you know, walk in the park type stuff. And I just don't really have a burning desire to you know, I don't have that thing to, I don't have to go catch them all, basically. It's the best way I can kind of put it. Cataphract has got evasive movement and the shoot and scoot. I'll pair that with an AC-20, because that's a good idea. And somewhere around here, I'm looking for... Sensor lock would be nice, but isn't required. Multi-shot's not going to be much use on that Shadowhawk anyways, because it's got one set of primary weapons, basically. So what I'm looking for is someone who's got Bulwark. Multi-shot's not going to help. Need Bulwark, but paired with something useful. Bulwark and Evasive, actually, is pretty good. So he's primarily maneuvering. And I did leave the jump jets on the Shadowhawk, so that'll help with the evasives too. So I've got one mech going on 4, one on 3, and then the 2 heavies will be going together on 2. So that's a pretty decent setup, I think. Stream Smasher Lance. Okay. Let's take off the stock setup there. So that is a 29.48 mil lance there, which would put it kind of right in good company with the heavy fire lance. Ooh, there's some decent stuff in here. There's an... Ooh. Well, the Locust is gonna... Well... Showboat's in the Locust. That's kind of scary. She's got evasives, and she's a semi-decent pilot. Heavy cav... Oh, the Victor. That's not too bad of a setup, but ouch, gun 2. Ooh. That AC-20 on the Victor is going to be spending most of its time missing. There's a Banshee quick draw, Blackjack Locust. Why do you have this hard-on for Locust game? Come on. Ooh, look at that. Heavy... See, now that says that should really be more the heavy fire support lance at that point, not just heavy plane support. Look at that. That's 2 trebuchets? That's not a bad setup there, especially with... It's not going to let me see the Zeus at all or anything, but they put the Tactician in there as well, so the Zeus would be going sooner. Yeah, I might continue a little bit of the, you know, 1 or 2, but I'm kind of at this point, I want to, you know, get a chance to play around with some of the other stuff in the game that I've been kind of ignoring this whole time, because, you know, from the standpoint of someone who's looking at, you know, they're on the bench of whether to get this game or not, and, you know, you're like, okay, so you've gotten through the storyline, what can you do with it? Well, back off a little bit and kind of realize that there's a whole other side of this game that you can still play. You've got the single-player skirmish, so if you want something that you're going in and just doing something nice and quick and not having to worry about storyline, you can do it. And then, of course, there's multiplayer, which I am hoping I might be able to get to today and try out. What about Heavy Assault? Oh, King Crab, Thunderbolt. Oh, you're putting 2 lights in an Assault Lance? Oh. Game. Why? Why? You've got stuff you can do better than that. Ouch. I mean, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I am kind of a little... You know what? Let's do that. Let's fix this one. Okay, come here. Heavy Assault Lance. Just because I want to have a versi adversary. Adversary. Yeah, I speak very good. Let's yank that commando out, because that is a piece of junk. Move that one over. Give me a medium assault mech to go in there. Yeah, let's pick a decent one. I want to give you actually the stock trebuchet. I'm thinking. That was... I think this is when I was trying out. Just adding some... No. I don't know what the deal with that one is. That one doesn't even look like it's finished right. Where's the... Game, what are you doing here? Okay, stock. There... So stock icon lives down here and some but over here on that screen. Okay. That's looking a little closer of a fight there. Trebuchet, Thunderbolt. Actually, I can think of... It's the 5S. Do we want to go with the SE? More heat efficiency, slightly less firepower, but that makes him much more deadlier. And he's got the jump jets. Yeah. Swap out for an SE. There we go. That's getting a little more closer. And of course, a full-up King Crab. Alright. I'm going to keep the Mech Warrior selection there the same. So now I've got two mechs that I can pair up with each other. Awesome. So that's kind of what you want to do with the mech bay, is get everything staged before you go into your single-player setup, because
welcome, Commander.
They don't really give you a chance to kind of, you know, sort out all that sort of stuff in the screen, because this has been significantly revamped. Well, I say significantly revamped, kind of revamped since the beta. So you'll see it gives you an option to use the last use, and this is the one where you can see I was staging the fight in order to get the all locust fight achievement. And I've done similar things, just lots of nastiness. What are... Oh, that's why. I'm going to switch down to unlimited so I can actually see the stuff that I've done. Come on, game. Let me pick it. You're doing Stream Smasher Lance versus Heavy Stream Assault. Okay, I've got a little bit of a benefit on my side from a cost value, but I'm still the same sort of... Well, I mean, let's be honest. I may have a more expensive force, but come on. I've got a frickin' urban mech in the lineup, for crying out loud. Hey, Jared, how's it going? And yeah, I apologize. I should not be making fun of the Germans or anyone at that point. Let's find someplace where I can actually put an urban mech to use, though. Oh, they give you that map. So this is this should be... It looks an awful lot like the opening map on the game, but the... No, that can't be, because the base would have been up here. Some of these maps, once you've played around on them often enough, you can kind of actually see spots where there'll be like a flat landing or a flat plane area, and you know that, oh, that's where those buildings were. Stacks, oh, that's particularly evil, but not for long-range stuff. Alpine River, Big Lock, the Canyon. Oh, yep, I remember this map. Okay, yep, this was a good one for close-in shooting. And let's go with a clear night.
Commencing deployment.
Let's see what we get here.
Prepare for combat.
Problem is, I actually have I actually know a little bit of German, but so much has worn off of me since high school that I pretty much about the only thing that I can remember would be the way that the German teacher at that time taught us how to quote unquote swear. Which of course, you know, being high school, they're really generally not going to teach you the actual swears. They're going to teach you the...
this is a hellhole.
Arclight just said, oh, this is a hellhole. Like that. Okay. Oh, that's nice with the night effects going on here. The other thing I wouldn't mind doing, now that I've gotten through the campaign, the other reason I don't feel too much of a need to continue with it, is now I can kind of experiment and play around with modding the game somewhat.
Yeah?
Because there's a lot of stuff out there that I could do to the game, and some of it they've added in... Oh, the other thing I've also done is I've turned up the...
Skipper?
I've turned on the speed up combat option here. So you'll see these guys are now moving ridiculously fast, and I'm not even having to press space to do it.
Certainly.
I wouldn't mind giving modding a go, and some of them, there's a couple mods like the one that actually does do something similar like this, that, you know, I would kind of feel like I could, kind of get away with actually doing now. I don't really need to worry about speed up mods.
I'll do what I can.
Actually do sound pretty interesting. There's one to actually sort of sandbox the game a little bit from what I was reading the description real quick. I mean, I'm just kind of going off of what rock, paper, shotguns got at this point.
10-4.
I haven't investigated it too much, but I feel much better at least now.
Affirmative.
The urban mech is actually managing to somewhat keep up. There's something wrong about that.
I've been sensor locked.
Oh no, the urban mech has been sensor locked. Whatever
Aye,
shall I do? I don't have... Just keep running, just keep running. Move him first. If he's gonna keep taking sensor locks, I have to move him first. Oh man.
Ready to rock.
Okay, what do we got over here? That's the commando, huh? Oh, and I've got a beautiful spot to engage here. Trouble is finding a good camera angle. I don't know how well this is coming across on YouTube, but I can't really see much of anything here. Let's, light him up with a bit of damage.
We've got an unknown on sensors.
Ooh, indirect fire from a valley? How does...
My old mama can hit harder than that.
Oh, I like the voice they got for him now. My old mama can hit harder than that.
How might I help?
Oh. It's actually nice to have,
Have no doubt, it will be done.
It really does kind of feel a lot like the, old Mech Commander pilot voices. You know, note that because I'm in, Skirmish, what I've got instead of a morale bar here, I've got Fury. Works a little bit differently. Yeah, 45%. I'll try for it.
Target confirmed.
Yep, that was worth it. Totally worth it.
Critical hit.
Yeah, I'd say you scored more than a critical hit. You ripped its arm right off. Oh no, the urban mech. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the crap it's in
Losing
its...
armor.
Don't lose the right arm. Don't lose the right arm. You can't lose the right arm. No, no, no. I do not allow this. You are not allowed to lose that arm. That is an important arm.
All weapons, fire.
There she goes.
Mech destroyed.
Oh, it is so nice to be on the other side of the king crab now. Okay, somehow...
Standing by.
The good news is I've got you guys at a point where I can, the only way I'm going to be able to engage is to move there? Huh. Okay. Well, if it gets me a line of sight on something, let's take down that king... Start working on that king crab, at least. The AC-20 from the urban mech. I don't know why I even gave him that second round of AC-20 ammo. Yep, there it goes. Arm's gone. Good news.
Commander, I've lost all my weapons.
Yep, the urban mech is now a spotter. I knew that was going to happen, I think. There's no way I was going to go into this battle and not drop like a stone.
Confirmed.
I was better. I would have been, like I was trying to say there, I would have actually been better off saving the weight
Affirmative, Commander.
on that second ton of ammo and going for more armor at that point. Or, you know, like a medium laser at least to back it up. Go ahead and throw some weight downrange at it. He's braced. Wuss! 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 Oh! The urban mech is still standing.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
Doesn't even have jump jets to get out of there. He is going down this turn.
Moving out.
Go ahead and... Really? Not in range of the LRM, huh? Or the AC-20. Okay, well, I'll take a large laser.
Yeah.
Arc light. Keep pressing forward.
Got it.
Keep on him. Overheat alert. Oh, come on, wuss.
I'm taking the shot.
Probably would just better not firing the LRMs, given that they're not going to do much damage. Ah, the king crab moves up. Shadowhawk's in trouble.
That shot got through my armor.
Yeah, that king crab is no joke. Yeah, if the Irby had headshotted the crab, oh, that would have been
Yes,
perfect.
Commander.
At this point, all I can do is just try to... You know what, I can't even run because I've taken enough damage, I'm unsteady. So all I can do is
Moving
run
to
for that
position.
stand of trees there. Cover! Give me cover! And brace for it. There's no way that thing is going to survive this turn. Oh, no, the Shadowhawk may not be surviving this turn at that rate.
I'm going down. Ah, I took a hit in the meat.
Okay, let's see what we can do
Yep.
here. And it's going to be harder for me to hit from there, but much harder to be hit.
Copy that.
Drop the LRM. Oh, really? You're going to overheat. And you're in minimum range on all of those guys. This is going to be a sucky shot. But I've only got 12 ammo left anyway, so... Yeah, figures. Not going to hit from there because of the... Problem is it works out for me just as well as it does for them. But at least now, next turn, I should be in range to start doing some melee.
What's the plan?
What is the plan indeed? What I'm thinking about is a shot from there.
I understand.
Oh, come on with the AC-20 misses game. You're killing me. I mean, I'm wearing him down at least, but...
Confirmed.
There we go. Now he's safe.
Orders?
Okay, you're in trouble. You still got 3 jump jets left. It's time I started using them intelligently. And you are really kind of a long-range support mech, so you have no business whatsoever, honestly, being out here.
Affirmative.
So let's just continue. Now that he's not braced. The Shadowhawk is just taking it
Commander?
left and right. Meanwhile, here... Oh, hang on. The Urban Mech has a melee attack opportunity. Oh, this is gonna... I still have a 40-point melee attack I can make. Yay!
Affirmative.
And he high kicks him in the right torso. That's even better.
Yep.
Oh my god. This game really does come with some amusing moments. Continue your attack, please. Oh, internal on that location at last.
Critical hit.
I mean, look at this. Tiny little urban mech, big giant king crab, and he high kicked him in that torso.
What do you need?
Oh my
Reporting.
god. Let's see. Cataphract. What can I do with you, my friend? Actually, I like that angle. You're blocked line of sight from him. Let's force him to move. And... drop one of the medium lasers, 2 of the medium lasers. AC-20 is on a refire penalty, isn't it? Yeah. Crud. Guess I'll restore the medium lasers then. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, it would be nice to actually be able to take advantage of that, but I can't. It's okay, we'll just make him think about this one. I need to cool that mech down anyway, so yeah. Go for it.
Moving to position.
And thank you for completely hiding that from me. Oh, heavy punch to the
Not much
cataphract.
armor left in that location.
That was a gut punch there. No, at this point, the game could care less about the urban mech. Let's be honest here. As far as the game is concerned, this urban mech is no threat. Realistically, it is a threat because if I have an LRM unit spotting like this one here, and that's the only thing on the field that's down there, yeah, he's definitely a threat. But in the meantime,
Move order confirmed. Attempting physical attack.
This is ridiculous. This little urban mech that could. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can.
Confirmed.
Oh my god. Alright, gotta keep the LRM unit jumping around here. But ideally, I'd like to keep some fire up on them, though. That works. See if we can try to knock him down. Or at least knock out an LRM or an AC-20. Come on. Ah, not enough. Critted it, but not enough for the arm.
Critical hit.
So close, so close. Up now, the King Biddy Crab is taking some damage. Gonna take more than that to frighten me.
Awaiting orders.
Can't get you into the mineral fields, which is annoying. I have evasive movement, and we're cooled down a little bit. Crappy shot from there, as opposed to crabby shot. I like this even better. He's got to take some fire from this, though. But I'm going to be able to light him up. There's another mod that actually modifies your heat, so that just like the tabletop game, if you fire everything, you have a pretty good chance of blowing up some ammo potentially. But I think for this Alpha Strike from the front, take it.
Unleashing hell.
AC-20 misses wide, but there we go. There's an AC-20 down.
Reporting. Critical hit.
And you're overheated, but
Starting to talk.
we can live through that. Arc light. I can get everywhere, but oh, I like that even better. Why didn't I put jump jets on that thing? That would have been awesome. Can I get anywhere where I still have... I mean, I can't help it. I'm in the same exact spot, but it's 125 points of melee damage. Whereas I've got to back off to use the AC-10s. 80 on the large lasers. Go for it.
Targeting for physical attack.
Knock him down. I mean, not that it does much, because Assault Mech, he goes last, gets right back up, but... Oh, hey, there we go. Ow, large laser critted.
I'm getting my ass kicked.
Oh, you are not getting your ass kicked. You're kicking ass.
Awaiting
Both
orders.
figuratively and literally. But, you know, just to spread out some of the, completely...
Roger that.
ridiculous stuff going on here. Here, have an urban mech. Okay, Cataphract taking some damage.
Orders.
It's okay, cause...
Damn it. My mech is limping.
Don't worry about it. Take the shot. Just to only, if only to even up the, yeah, that's right, he's in the mineral
Enemy
field.
flanking.
You have, well, okay, you had rear armor. Never mind.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
We're fine, we're fine. Everything's fine.
Yes, Commander.
You're not gonna let me... Oh, I can melee if I go right into you, huh? Or I can... Oh, you guys are all taking... That's what you're doing. I see what you're doing, game. I'm on to you here.
Coordinates confirmed.
Drop the large laser. Drop the medium lasers. Just go for the AC-20. Ew. 35% chance to hit. Ow. Yeah, we'll brace.
I'm here.
Okay, what can I do?
On my
Around
way.
hard, switch over to the trebuchet. Yeah, 20% on the LRM-15? I think not.
Aye aye. Engaging target.
There we go. Figure just a quick switch in target should help.
Scored a critical hit.
He's gonna keep up with me now, huh?
Reporting critical hit.
I can pin him in place. I still have an urban mech down there. Apex!
Yes,
Front and center, please. From here.
Copy that.
40 points to the leg.
Reporting
So I
critical
got a heat
hit.
sink. The urban mech is still doing a great job. Uh-oh. Incoming fire on the LRM boat.
Confirmed.
Let's see. No, I'm not gonna worry about you. But I have to, because you're the only one who can go. Need to start thinking about water, too. Hitting there's gonna keep going into damage there. I can knock out an alarm 15. We will tank the heat damage.
Engaging target.
Oh, a DFA! The game is getting
Reporting
crafty.
light damage.
That's okay. Arc Light will be back.
Ugh, I'm hit. Ugh. Ugh.
Quit your groaning.
Reporting.
Let's see. Who do we have that I can have some fun with? We got a King Crab that is weak on both sides. We've got a Thunderbolt that's not really touched. Trebuchet is kind of hurting. I'll be taking from the back. But you're weakest on that right torso right now. Hang on. Just wondering what you weren't doing, why you weren't showing me weapon ranges there.
Location acknowledged.
Let's see if we can just drop him a little bit here. A Lance of Jumping Atlases would
Target
be
acquired. Locked in.
pretty darn scary. Oh, really? Missed with the AC-20? Come on. There's another mod that I would like to get on here that supposedly gives you actual...
Losing armor.
shows you the actual likeliness on hit shots. Oh, you're gonna split targets now because you're being cute. Okay.
Crap, that shot went internal.
You're fine. You're fine. He's not fine. Yeah, you're gonna... That's not good for you, my
Armor
friend.
breach. Internal damage.
I gotta get him in the water, too, next turn.
Aye aye.
Okay, stand up. And I believe if I come around...
I'm up. Let's go.
let's see. That would be your right side attack. Yeah, take it.
Let's move. Ah,
Thank you. Right
Not past
torso
the
and the
armor.
right leg. 2 for 1. I had a coupon. Down it goes. It's gonna get right back up next turn, but
Commander.
meanwhile, Apex here. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Just
Let's see how
keep
you
going.
like this.
Critted an LRM-15 this turn.
Target's taken a critical hit.
Heatsink last turn, and LRM-15 this turn. Urban Mech is becoming MVP here.
Orders.
Okay, orders are get into the water,
Affirmative.
please, and do some more damage to that downed mech while we've got him there. 20%. It's that stupid in the mineral field and indirect fire. All these are indirect fire shots. Much better shot on that one from range.
Here we go.
Oh, King Crab has gone internal on center torso. Trebuchet is saying F that noise. Okay. Kind of. At this point, really, you would have had better luck taking down the
Awaiting
Irby,
orders.
but, you know, I
Standing
guess
by.
to each their own. And my melee attack on you can come on that side. I have a good chance of taking a leg and going into a torso on this one. If I can leg him into the torso and do a good amount of damage here, he's down to his AC 20.
Confirmed.
There we go.
Scored a critical hit.
I mean, the weapons were already pretty much done anyways, but at least that forces a knockdown on him. Before he can get up, I'm definitely going to have a go. And I've got a Fury up here. Pay for it, though. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Internal structure damage.
You're fine, you're fine.
Yes, Commander.
Paradise. I need you to actually back out of the mineral field here.
I understand.
I'm going to call shot for you, my friend. Into that center torso. Add a precision strike to the center torso. Compensate for the mineral field. Much better to hits. And damn the heat.
Unloading a full salvo.
Miss with the AC 20 still.
Watch my heat level.
And AC 20's cursed. So I'm much happier with the AC 10s. How are you firing missiles? I thought your missiles were out. Oh no, that's the one weapon system it has left, and it's critted.
Standing by.
Okay, Apex, keep going after him. There's no way. Oh, this is a rear. Oh yeah, because you got nothing in the right torso there. I can't punch through anything back here. This is no good. Alright, alternate targets. Let's go after the trebuchet. Oh, that'll be a rear shot too on him. But that'll be better into the armor. Go for it.
On the move.
This urban mech just will not go away, man. Ozone, you're out in the water, which is good. Can't really do anything in the water from where you are at, but
Engaging jump jet.
go ahead and this would have been suicidal to keep jumping around like that, because that's a missing leg is a gyro check, is a piloting skill check after each jump. Rear arc fire.
I got
Take
you.
him. Oh!
Ah, damn it!
Crunch.
I took one weapon system down.
I took one weapon system down. Okay. That was, the effect of the sped up combat there is apparently they
Took
cut
a hard
themselves
hit
off.
there. Reporting.
Alright, what do we want to do here? You don't have a jump jet. I can shoot and scoot with your movement. Just
I
hit him.
understand.
Thank you.
That's a kill.
60% chance to hit, AC 20 misses. 45% chance to hit from right next to him, it actually makes it.
I'm here.
Oh, one more head hit and Arclight is actually down here, so that is kind of a bit serious threat. And she's got nothing left but LRMs, because everything else is out.
Position confirmed.
But then again, so is he.
Mech destroyed.
The enemy won't target weaponless mechs assuming you don't have access to melee mods. Yeah, exactly. That would be absolutely hilarious at this
Awaiting
point if I had
orders.
nothing but DFAs that I was doing. With the damage reductions on DFAs. Alright, so, up, 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 and, up. Well, seeing a distinct lack of targets here.
Attempting physical attack.
Just keep twinking away at 40 points a shot.
Confirmed.
Oh, this is so amusingly wrong. I'm actually going to stand here because I know he's going to take the, he's going to draw fire from this.
Copy that.
But 60% chance is pretty good to go after him with. If I can leg him, that would be great. Nope, he's going for the 80 point on the assault mech. Okay.
Reporting internal damage.
What do you care? You don't have any weapons left worth firing anyways.
Yes, Commander. Of course.
A C-20? And do any lasers. Anything. Nope.
Confirmed. Reporting negative damage.
I've only got three tons of three shots left on it anyways.
Aye,
Use
aye.
it. Let's see. Do I want to? I can relocate, but not into the mineral field. Unless I want to sprint, in which case I can even make it down to the waterline, actually. Which I kind of like that a little better. I want to see if I can actually back off and use some LRM-15s here. Okay, Apex,
Aye, aye.
I need you to go after this guy, please. If you don't mind. Keep him busy.
Ah!
I've exposed his leg. The urban mech is like the Black Knight at this point. I'll bite your kneecaps off.
Copy that.
Start closing in. See if it can pound the damage. Because he's out of the middle field now. That's beautiful. Let's come on, take the leg. Nope. No leg shots. And back in the minerals. Okay, that's okay. Paradise.
Reporting.
You know what? Where you are, you can't shoot from there.
As you wish.
Drop that. Pop in the 3 medium lasers to give the AC-20 a break. Or drop 2 mediums to go with the large. Yep, large. Tearing up that right side. Why have all the mechs turned into Sonic? Because I was overheating them.
Standing by.
Right about now, I would like to see a backup option. Because, you know, it'd just be nice.
Understood.
Have some of my remaining LRM-15s.
Roger.
Got a heat sink from that. That's
Got
good.
past the armor.
It's the more heat-efficient Thunderbolt, but at least I got one.
Yes, Commander.
Apex, you know what to do by now, my friend. Keep
Moving
going. Center torso, rear armor.
Yep. Location confirmed. Affirmative.
Come on, drop a leg, drop a leg. You know, he's unsteady. Oh, there goes the King Crab's
Friendly
other
battle
arm.
mech down.
And hit on the head that killed the pilot. Actually, not hit on the head. Torso destruction. Left torso, right torso, and must have taken a head hit at some point. Okay, so we've lost our heavy hitter, but let's be honest, it wasn't hitting heavily to begin with anyways. Let's stay out of that field for the time being.
Yes, Commander.
Now that I've given you a chance to drop a little bit of extra heat, and now I don't have the refire penalty on that. I do not have enough fury to use it yet, but let's be honest, AC-20 at that range. There we go, right leg. It's done. That mech is good as
Solid
toast.
connection on that one.
Awaiting
Apex.
orders.
Just dropped right in front of him. Oh, come on, game. Can I do a... No, you can't do a precision strike with melee attacks. Aw, come on. Really? Fine.
See how you like this.
It's a prone adjacent target. I should be able to do pretty good with it.
Confirmed.
Here. No, you can... Actually, no. Precision strike's wasted on LRMs. Gotta remember that. Go ahead and
I'm
see if
on
we can
him.
knock out that torso. Paradise!
Yes, Commander.
Well, I know you're, like, right there. Be nice if I could move you in a spot where... Actually, no, it's right. I can fire from there. Gotta remember, he has that very special ability. And we're just gonna do everything.
Yes, Commander.
And now I can move and stay
Move
a
order
little bit safer.
received.
While I'm massively overheated.
Taking heat damage.
Thunderbolt pilot is, yep. This is really... I am so glad I got into the mineral field now. You're just gonna sit there.
Aye, aye.
Okay, have another 40 points. Why? Why, game?
Orders.
Why are you doing this to yourself? Look at that. I'm gonna fire off next to the last round of ammo here at this rate.
Engaging target.
Yep, that's the right arm and right torso.
Critical hit.
Paradise. You have a chance to go here. I know you're not going to be able to fish him
Systems
because I'm
holding.
probably going to have to just move and stand still.
Awaiting orders.
In fact, let's do that. Let's sprint you into the water here. It's 3 movement modifier. Will cool you
Full
off
speed.
quite a bit. I want to give Apex another
Standing
shot at trying
by.
to take him out. I mean, come on, let's face it, at this point, 78 points left internal. Come on, I've got to take something good here.
Attempting physical attack.
I just want this urban mech to take him down now.
Yep.
This is the dream of any urban mech, to take down an enemy single-handed, even after losing all of your weapons. Come on. Okay.
Our long-range missiles are out.
Ozone is out and moving in. Paradise hanging in there just fine. He's hurting
Taking
himself
heavy
more
hits,
than
Commander.
anything's been hurting him.
Reporting.
Let's kind of move you back a little bit on a sprint. Can I move you somewhere where you can... Yes. Perfect. Perfectly cooled off now. Apex. Press the attack.
Ah!
That was the left. That's the other torso that's now gone in the rear. Oh my god, that's just so
Confirmed.
Ozone, I need you to move in and start acting as a bit of a decoy here.
I got you.
Don't have to worry about his heat generation anymore. All he's got is the small laser. Up, Cataphract is now into the center
I'm
torso.
not gonna have a mech left if I keep taking hits like that.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna let you get one more pop shot off Paradise, and you won't have to worry about taking any hits like that, because you can fall apart, and Apex
Yes,
could be
Commander.
the last one going here, keeping the fight alive. Alpha strike, please.
Target acquired and locked in.
There we go. Couldn't let it go to the center torso.
Enemy
Not
down.
enough, not enough time to keep
I'm
Apex
black
busy
on
there.
AC-20 ammo.
The little urban mech that could. That was pretty funny. Just the right arm. That's all it lost, was the right arm with the AC-20. which is why I hate the urban mech. But at the same time, the plucky little urban mech survived to the end of the battle. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, Arclight killed in action. Yeah. Ozone would have been injured for some indeterminate number of days, but... Sensing a trend in the pattern of destruction there. It's just going to keep the keep that side of the mech perfectly intact. The left arm, left torso, left leg, and the head on almost all of those were perfectly intact. And the commando was just pretty much wiped out from the face of the planet. Okay, so that's what they've kind of done with the skirmish side of things. So they've made it definitely pretty fun as far as going out, and they've kicked it up a little notch with the patches and adjustments made to the AIs at this point. Still kind of a little wonky at this point, I think.
Welcome, Commander.
Just because of the way... I also like that it hasn't corrected the last used either here. That's not the last units I used. I like how now you've got the ability to make the lances yourself, so you can have everything set up and go in here. So that's working out pretty nicely, and it looks like they've kind of kept to the same sort of... Actually, no. This is the intro map here, I think, because that's the overland pass to get to the base that had the turrets here. That's the underland pass, I think. I could be wrong. They've given you quite a few extra options, and I don't know if they've actually made it so the weather really actually has any impact on it or anything. But, you know, like, for instance, a clear night, technically, you'd be radiating heat a bit better. Same with, like, a windy day. They take out the rain options, though. Or is that just going to be on... foggy, frozen? Yeah, because I think they don't want to do snow. I can't honestly blame them either. River crossing, foggy. Okay, rainy day. Yep, so there's still the rainy days preset there. But yeah, they've done a pretty good job of still keeping a good variety of maps here, and a couple extra over what they had in the beta. But let's see what we can do in multiplayer. Let's see. Arena in the city looks like it's open. Okay, so this is kind of my first time getting a chance to look at what's going on here. So, Brawl Melee Sup Mech. Support Mech / Brawl Melee. See, now here's the problem. In order to join a fight like that, I'd have to have a lance kind of set up for it. So there is a little bit of a problem with that. Because now, obviously, I'd have to go back, come up with a Brawl Melee support mech. So that's the other thing. I can't talk to this person to find out kind of what they've got in mind. Or have them have a description somewhere in here of what they want to do. It's just I can join the game and that's about it. Kind of surprised at the lack of people doing multiplayer too. I would have figured this would have been a bit more populated by now. Turn timer 60 seconds, I'm guessing. That's a good thing to see that they've done. Password protected if you want to do that. Oh, melee support mech. I mean, for a Clash budget. Well, I mean, let's actually figure out how I would do that sort of thing. So, let's go to the mech bay and work on a lance. And I'm going to stick with a stock lance here. So what I'm guessing from what he's got there, if the game will let me type right, and they've also fixed the kinds of characters you can get away with in the within the titles that you use now, which of course means that you can't do an apostrophe, you can't do a dash, you can't do an underscore, so that you're kind of limited to some of the options you've got here. So if we were going to go talk about a brawler and a support, that kind of brings in mind to me something that's going to be along the lines of the Victor. It's primarily designed to get in there, wade in, and beat the ever-loving crap out of everything in front of it. And we've got the B and the S variants. And I would probably, if I were doing this, would go for something like a Victor. The Victor 9B. It's got extra armor on it at the cost of, I believe, heat sinks primarily, if I remember right, isn't it? Yeah, the weapons loadout is still about the same, just what you can mount is slightly different. But the 9B's got a little bit of extra ammo on it. And then for support, I would probably say an assault with a mech riding sidecar here. And support, I mean, primarily the best support that you can do is a trebuchet. Let's see. But there is something to be said for some other variants here. And what I'd be looking for actually would probably be something closer to... Doesn't have that one listed for me though. Where's my little special guy down here? SRMs, SRMs. The support mech wouldn't be someone that you would be expecting to get close. So a hunchback is definitely... A standard hunchback is out of the question. So I guess really we are looking at a trebuchet, and it's just a case of which trebuchet do we want to go with? And that one... Yeah, I guess we'll just go with the stock one. Alright, best pilots for this. I can tell you right now, I know exactly who I want in... Yep, move without shooting. It's very handy to be able to, you know, someone wants to come in close to the Victor in close range, to be able to say, okay, you do that, I will shoot, and then I will move, and because I've got evasive, it's a good combo there. The initiative is going to be the problem with that one. I don't know how well that's going to work. And then the second person that I would be bringing in, it's tempting to go with the tactician, but that's not going to do me much good. I mean, Apex would let me fire at both targets indiscriminately with the LRMs I've got on this thing. So I've got the two LRM-15s. I have to remember, there's not a lot of ammo for those. And multi-shot's not going to do me very good with the LRMs. They're better off in swarms. So, rather than that, or breach shot, because breach shot's not going to do me much good. I'm kind of actually thinking Showboat. She's a crappy gunner, but the sensor lock gives me a little bit of an extra boost there. So that's what I'm thinking when you say a brawler in a support lane. So you've got a unit that's primarily engaged around the support platform, and a Victor that's set up around that. So, let me put this to you guys. If anyone wants to go ahead and put together a lance, you know, similar sort of idea. You've got a lance that is, you've got two mechs in it. One is going to be a, if you want to go heavy or assault class, and your second mech can be light or medium class. And the theme is brawler and support. So that would be what I would recommend. Two mechs only. You can put anyone you want in. I'm not going to impose limitations on the pilots. Keep in mind I've picked two rather crappy gunnery pilots here, so I'm sure they're going to get their butts whooped. But also stick within... I think the other thing it bears keeping in mind, stick within the 20 mil Battle Lance budget, and also hang on, is that the... Let's make sure I'm actually working with a stock mech here. Yeah, stick with stock designs only. Don't go anything too wild, because you can cheese some of this stuff pretty badly. So that's my challenge to you guys. If anyone wants to, I will set up a game in multiplayer. It will be password protected, because I want to obviously keep anyone from necessarily jumping in too quick here. So let's find out how hard it is to do this. This will be a battle lance. Timer 60. Do not require a full lance. It will require stock mechs, and we are going to fight. Really wish they would have put some of the moon maps on here, because that would have made things pretty interesting. Something that's good for support and close in. River crossing, and we're going to make that a rainy day crossing. And private lobby, which I'm... Okay, yep, that's how you give it the password. So, the password... Feral1701 stream. All one word, lowercase. And let's do... How to... Is that actually... Is voice chat actually working in this, I wonder? Or is that just a mute option? Okay, guys. First come, first serve to that one. And I am going to select... You're not giving me my option, are you? Brawler and support. There we go. So, while we wait for someone to join, what's some of the other kind of things that you'd like to actually see me try in BattleTech, for those of you who are hanging out in chat? You know, this is kind of your chance to hit me up with ideas and things that you'd like to see me try. Meanwhile, while that works, I'm also going to see if I can get... Stream doesn't want to catch up with me here. I can see the chat, but the video is completely foobarred. And let me... Just for anyone... So, I'm going to type up this stuff in chat so that way you guys can do. DFAing Atlases. The Atlas DFA Lance. That's doable. That would be the case of... I'd probably drop the LRMs down to LRM 15s or LRM 10s to get the extra tonnage back in order to throw the jump jets on it. They're not going to jump very far. I suspect the Atlas chassis is probably limited to a 3 jump. And there you go, just so that way you guys have password there. Actually, this works out pretty nicely, only doing 2 mechs, because that's... You actually get to see that's exactly what I've got there, and you can see everything right there on the screen. A mission where you can only move by jumping. That is doable. The trick is the heat, because I sort of feel like in the PC game, you generate a lot more heat jumping around than you would in tabletop. But that said, Well, an Atlas has 3. Yeah, I kind of suspected it'd only have the 3 jump slots, but that's still not bad. Don't pass up the opportunity for an Atlas to have a jump, because if I'd had jump on the King Crab in the last mission, I basically could have been doing, with the way I had that set up, I could have been staying behind the enemy King Crab and just plopping AC-20s into its back all fight long once I closed within range, because I moved before it moved. Jumping lance. The trick with a jumping lance is you lose a good amount of your weaponry just to heat management at that point. But you can kind of combat that if you're working with mechs that are dual purpose. So you've got mechs that are armed primarily with LRMs, and as they close in, they switch over to the close range SRMs and missiles, basically. And something like the Atlas... Well, no, the Atlas isn't really good at that, because it's got the SRMs and the AC-20 and the medium lasers. Yeah, that would actually be pretty interesting to try out. See if we can sort of design the ideal jump at the ideal jump lance, along with doing an Atlas lance. And just a heads up, guys, to kind of keep things moving along, if we don't have anyone in the next 5 minutes, I'm probably going to move on and see what I can do in multiplayer with someone who's already, someone who's got a public lobby out there, or move on to trying to work on some of those custom lance ideas. Because obviously I don't want to kind of, I don't want to necessarily sit on this forever. And don't worry that I'm not going to try this again. What I might do is put out a bit of a multiplayer challenge video and kind of give you guys an idea, a couple days in advance at least, and have, kind of set up the terms of the challenge, and maybe we can kind of do something. We can even go to the point of almost doing a bit of a tournament. I mean, it's kind of hard to do a tournament because obviously, hosting the stream, I kind of have to be in there. Yeah, no worries, RF. I mean, like I said, definitely this is something that even if we don't pull this off tonight, I could kind of see this sort of thing being an interesting sort of challenge to run. And the great thing I like about that is, I can kind of do the challenges where I can say, okay, this is what you got picked from the stock mechs, and then you can also go to the point of, okay, show me your ridiculous designs, show me the ones that you've taken to the nth degree. Especially for those of you who like to tweak my nose and say, oh, no, just outfit your mechs with nothing but LRMs and you'll be taking stuff down left and right and shooting it down. Certainly, I think that is definitely going to wind up on the challenge list at some point, is to do that. And actually, to be honest, it's probably not going to have as much of a value anyways, because the changed rules in stability, so that heavier mechs like, an assault mech, they're going to be a lot harder to take down. The other thing I'm also wondering is, I mean, we could do some silly stuff too, like urban mech versus urban mech. I mean, that just gets outright ridiculous. The second you blink the arm off the urban mech, it's done. It just runs around and everyone's just kneecapping each other. Other thing I am also noticing is, my apologies if my mic is acting weird tonight, because it looks like it's picking up the AC for some reason or another. And I'm getting a little annoyed that it's doing that. At least it looks like the mic is hot, so I do apologize for that. So actually, yeah, that's another thing, is if you guys have any ideas for challenges that you'd like to see, certainly do that. The other thing that I can also do is, I still have the beta of BattleTech around on both computers here. Aha! There's RF77. 77.7. That'll work. Joined and disconnected. Uh-oh. I'll wait for you. That could also be my end, too. I have no idea how well things are going, because that's actually something to point out, is I am actually running the stream at a much higher quality level right now, or at least it should be a higher quality. It is much higher bitrate, and actually I am dropping a couple frames, so let me... This may cause some slight problems here, but I'm going to drop my Bitrate just a tad here. Wasn't until I started going back reviewing some of the older stuff out there that I realized, oh wow, I can actually see it kind of doing stuff there. Error responses. Try again, because now that I've got the... I can see that you made it in there. There we go. It might be doing a little better now that I've got my bitrate turned down. Let's see if this is going to work. Will it work or will it not? Fun game. It could also be entirely on my end too, because I know Steam has been acting up for me lately, and I assume this is probably running through it. Okay, similar set weight-wise. Okay, so it looks like all I need to do is hit ready down here. And that locks all the options in, so if you want to go ahead and it's at the bottom of the screen. And let's see what we get. Should be interesting. The Victor's good close-in mech. The Trebuchet... The nice thing about the Trebuchet is once it's out of LRMs, it's still pretty good there. It's going to be able to still go in and wait around with the medium lasers. And then the other question is, do you take your support mech and run that up against the... Yeah, it's probably for the best too, actually. Otherwise, it's going to get confusing because you're going to be sitting there seeing stuff going on in game, and then, you know, maybe about 2 minutes later, you might finally see it in the stream. Really does kind of get a little disorienting, but this should be pretty good. I mean, you can kind of take the Trebuchet and you can go after the other unit's support mech, or, you know, it's going to depend entirely on where they are too. The downside of this is Trebuchet doesn't have jump jets. That's something that mech really does need. And here we go. Okay, so 60-second timer on the clock for all of our moves. Should be enough time, really. Going to see how well this is going to work.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, the opposing force is out there. And mission start.
Good to go.
Alright.
Yes, Commander.
I'm not going to go into too much description of what I'm doing,
Confirmed.
because I want this to kind of be a surprise for everything going on, but this should be fun. So you can... I mean, the point with BattleTech really is, or with any tabletop game, I mean, whether you're talking like BattleTech or Heavy Gear or anything, is you mass your fire because you want to focus all of your attacks on one given mech. The more you can do that, the more you can wear down the evasives, the more damage you're doing cumulatively to it over time, and you just take your targets on one by one. But there's also something to be said about splitting up your fire a little bit. And in this case, my guess would have to be that's the lead element there.
Waiting for orders.
Showboat. I also picked something that doesn't have jump jets on the short side too. But that's okay, because Highlander, whoo. Nice selection. With the jump jets too, especially. Let's go ahead and start doing some damage there. Wow. And game output is off the charts. Alright, Paradise will be up after enemy response. Out there somewhere is a support mech that is probably seeing the Trebuchet down here in the trees. But no, it looks like the Highlander's going to go first, so I'm going to suspect... Oh, he's got Sumo in there. closing in for the close range
Awaiting
damage. And let's see, what can I do?
Consider it done.
Approach from that side. I just got pinged, so support unit is up on top of the mountain there. Pretty crappy shot. He's got movement on his side, that's why it's a crappy shot. Yeah, a single SRM plinked him. What are you going... Oh! Okay, fire starter. That's bad news, bears. Good hit, good hit.
I'm showing minor damage.
I hear ya. Uh-huh.
Alright. This is a very well set up map to have it just the right distance like that for a good cross-river fight here. The Highlander's got the opportunity on this because he can just jump across. Same with the fire starter. Whereas I'm kind of buried in. There's that LRM-20.
Reporting.
But the Victor has his own solution in this case.
Here we go.
Forgot the Victor has jump jets. Now, truthfully, I have set myself up here for some potentially bad times, but I think it's going to pay off if I can. Ooh. Going after the support unit. Nice. Straight into heat critical.
Waiting on you, Commander. Coordinates received. There's more where that came from.
Okay. It's a good thing it's raining to keep us both cooled down. Highlander going for a Highlander burial. Oh, that's a bad hit for the Victor.
Wounded. I lost a weapon.
Okay.
Awaiting orders.
Oh, that was a nasty hit. This is gonna be a tough
Lifting
one.
off.
That is so incredibly close. But how much damage did you take doing that? I'll have to look that one up.
Yes, Commander. That hit something good.
There we go. That just evened up the odds a little bit. How much? Oh, that is why the Highlander is such a nasty mech. They have put so much arm in the legs, you can very easily do a TFA there. Okay, good news. I've neutralized some of the Firestarter's jump benefits to a certain point. He's still got flamers and everything, but he at this point is going to be more or less... Your guys are going all out jump jet attacks, huh? With the flamers. Okay, yep. Makes sense. From the rear torso, I can take that for now.
I've lost lateral controls.
Sort of. Almost. Ouch.
I'm hit.
This might be a quick shot, quick fight just from the standpoint of incapacitating the
What
pilot.
can I do for ya?
Let's see. Your heat levels are okay. Pretty good 2 hits from that
Moving
angle.
out.
And you are very much on the verge of knocking down. I'll take the
All
overheat.
weapons are go.
There we go.
Gotcha!
Okay. The Victor's still toast at this point because the Highlander could just come right over. But I've got the LRMs and I've done some early... Yeah, who am I kidding? I have not done early game damage here. At this point, it'd be the power of the LRMs and the PPC there outlasting me. Center torso. Oh, 10 points.
I'm not gonna have a mech left if I keep taking hits like that.
That's okay. You're not going to be around
Yes,
for much
Commander.
longer anyway. Stand up, please. Alright, I'm not going to be able to get away from him. The only thing I could do... Pretty crappy odds on that
Firing
AC-24
jump
final
jet.
shot, but that has been the case most of this fight.
The target is confirmed.
There we go. Finally landed an AC-20. Showboat.
I hear ya.
I need you to keep the fight going here.
On my way.
Drop. Can I afford to drop? For the time being, I need to keep Alpha... Ah, that's going to be immediate shutdown. Alright. Lob him.
Roger that. Firing on target.
Ooh, I like that. I mean, he is in the water, so he's got a little bit of a bonus for him staying upright. The stability damage is reduced by being in the water, if I recall correctly. Or potentially. No, it's only the marshes, or only near the shore banks do you get that advantage. Going after the Victor. Very good chance of taking him out. 10 points left in that center torso. Yep,
Doesn't
there you go.
inspire confidence.
So Paradise is down. So we are down one mech each side. He's lost his support fire starter, but I'm working from the standpoint of a support mech that is also badly starting to overheat. Who also doesn't have the jump jets to really
Commander?
take advantage here.
Got it.
I mean, at this point, I doubt I can actually take down... It's an overheat alert just off of that. I do have Fury, though. How do you look for armor? 46. Drop the LRMs, go to medium laser, direct fire, called shot, center torso.
Roger that.
Not the effect I was hoping for. I was hoping to land a couple more of those shots in the center. That would have done away with the armor there. So, tactically, I'm at a pretty severe disadvantage, especially because he's got jump jets. I do not. He's got the LRMs, the Waiting LRM-20s over LRM-15. Less ammo, though. He's got that PPC, though, and that is a bit of a problem, because now he's called shying me. Ooh.
Ah,
Oh,
Hey,
that's
weapon.
not good. Yep, that one
Waiting for
cost it
orders.
there. There is nothing I can do at that point.
sprinting.
Between that and I need to cool down, so let's back off and assess what we can do here. Because now I'm down to plinking him with a medium laser. Unfortunately, he's got jump jets, so he could have gone up and
Good to
over
go.
the hill. I'm also confused as how did that knock out both? There's LRM ammo there. Why was that knocked out?
Waiting for orders.
Game is, if you're in tabletop, usually you draw down both ammo bins at about the same time, but that seems to have not done that this time. Let's see. Stability damage I'm not worried about. I need is something that will get me a firing arc. Edge of the map. And 16, 15 seconds.
Double time.
Go for it. Sometimes there are no good solutions, and this is definitely one of them. Up until the point where I lost the LRMs, that would have been a pretty good drawn-out fight, I think. But this is going to be pretty tough. Taking the shot on, yeah, the right torso. So I got the left arm around at least. Ah, and that leg damage just also
Good to go.
is not going to help me out. Can't close with enough distance.
On my way.
Well, I can hope for some lucky shots here. I mean, that center torso armor is run down a little bit.
Right, Commander.
But, well, that's definitely not a lucky shot for me. Ouch.
That would be a miss.
Well, yeah, because Showboat is glitch, let's be honest here. It's the same voice. Yeah, but this is not going to go good for Showboat here. The LRMs and the PPC alone are enough at this point to take out pretty much any part of the mech. So, at this point, it's pretty much game over. It's just a case of how much more damage can I do before I go down. Because at some point I am going to lose that arm, or the location that's got that medium laser.
Commander?
Fire from there and get 70.
Moving to position.
Come on, center torso. Yep, I got in the center torso. I just need four or five more shots in it there for each turn remaining, and somehow to be missed on every bit of return fire. That's not gonna happen. The PPC is just gonna absolutely shoot up here, and he's got the option now to drop the LRM-20s and switch to medium lasers. It looks like, yeah, he's going for that damage right side. So I think this is it. This is probably game over here. I actually like now this because I have the chance to zoom in for this sort of thing. Oh! Still somehow on her feet.
Waiting for orders. Coordinates received.
The only decent attack I can still do. We're into his leg. Got a heat sink.
Critical hit.
All he's got to do is kick me back at this point. Let's be honest. You don't even have to melee me or shoot a weapon at me at this point. He's going for an in-place DFA.
All units.
And there you go. Showboat down. Well fought, sir. Well fought.
Mission failed.
That was a very good selection of mechs for that particular challenge. Especially the Firestarter, because even though it went down first, you have to take that thing down, because the amount of heat damage that is going to do to you, you can't ignore it. You've got to go for it right away, and that's what gave the Highlander, with its edge and mobility, the option to come in at that point and just start sweeping up. Though, to be fair, that poor Victor. Ah. Okay, what do we have up for our next fight here? Let's take a look at doing... Actually, for that matter, let's do, since I've got a lance already set up for it. And thank you, RF. What I'm kind of thinking of is... I'm probably crazy for doing this. Did I actually set that up with the... That was with the 1Ms. That should just be the machine gun ones, right? No, the medium lasers, LRM5s. Okay, let's do... As soon as it reloads it, because I backed out of it and didn't mean to. If you want to do another challenge, set yourself up with a lance of nothing but LRM, or the LRM Locusts. So the LCT-1Ms. Because it's always fun to take a ridiculously easily crunchable light force and have that on both sides. And while you got that going, I'm going to get multiplayer set up here. I'll do another hosted game on Alpine River. Let's do a Frozen Day. Stock mech, full lance, Clash Lance value. This will be private lobby again with the same password. And player lance for this. Full lance, 60 seconds, right. Create the game. Okay, and set myself up with my Lammer Locusts. And whatever you want to do for pilots, go right ahead. I mean, I picked kind of a mixed bag of decent pilots and some other stuff going on. Which I should say, all of them were multi-shot, which I don't know why I did that on a Locust, because if I'm firing a Locust medium laser and an LRM-5, I'm probably shooting at the same target. Yeah, Struth, I guess this is going to be a bit of a game of missile tag, but I mean, that kind of will go to something that I have been wanting to try to demonstrate with BattleTech is it kind of feels like evasives don't matter too much to taking attacks. It's almost like if it's a good chance to hit, even if you've got 3 or 4 evasive, it's going to connect. It doesn't feel like it contributes much, even though I know in the background it certainly does, but it only seems to benefit to a certain point, even with a highly skilled pilot at the controls. And let's be honest, I mean, they're Locusts, even at full armor value. They're, as far as missile tag goes, pretty much, even tabletop, tag you're it is going to basically only be doable about 2 or 3 times before you start losing things left and right. And same sort of thing, you know, it's the same password I pasted into the stream chat a while ago. Anyone interested is welcome to pop in. Like I said, Locust with the Create Alliance with all Locust 1Ms. And any pilots you want. So that should be a 7.96 mil fight here. Pop in, and I will actually go on a really quick break here while I wait for someone to pop in. I'll be right back. Okay, there we are. I am back, and still absolutely confuzzled as to why Mr. Microphone is suddenly not doing any noise gating. This is becoming a bit more of a nuisance. But either way, let me see if I can fix that real quick on this end. That should be a little bit better. It's going to be a little on the peaky side potentially, but at least my voice will probably still manage to cut off. So that way you don't have to listen to the hum of the AC. Alright, let me pop back into the game here, and... Alright, so same sort of thing. If no one's in here at 10 minutes, I will go ahead and move on with... what am I going to move on with? Yep, there you are. ARF. It's weird that they decided to put the timestamps on the right side of the chat there. I think this is actually one of the first things I've seen so far in multiplayer that doesn't make much sense. It's kind of a standard form to put the date on the far left or right justified on the right, and I'm kind of like to know what the developer was thinking there. I don't know. But let me go ahead and ready up. All my guys have bulwark to have missile damage when they sit still. That's the problem, though, is the can you afford to sit still? I mean, not that I have a problem with running it in meleeing with a locust. I did it with Urban Mech, I'll do it with a locust. I'll probably only do it once or twice before I get my butt kicked with it, but this should be good. Yeah, Bulwark is an absolutely, it's a great skill to have in the game towards the end of the game, when you're more likely to be sitting around in an assault mech and just waiting to sit somewhere and dish out the damage while taking less in return. But the problem with Bulwark is you have to watch out because as far as the enemy can use that against you too. I mean, it can just happily sit there and keep blinking at you as well. So this should be interesting.
Interface initiated.
Here we go.
Alright. Snowy terrain. No idea where everyone is. You're over on that side. Alright. And they put me in white camo mech, so... My apologies. Apparently the stream does not want you to see, or the game does not want you to see these guys. You're just going to blend in with the background
Moving
here.
out. Moving to position.
I think Wildfire there actually has Lady Arano's voice. Alright, so Frozen River. I kind of know this map pretty well, up to a point. I have a bit more maneuvering room on this side than RF does on that side. Okay. Let's see what we can do here.
Yes, Commander. On the move.
Moving out.
Yep.
Yep. I'm in some rock there. Yeah, to me, that's kind of looking like he's waiting for me to come to him. Which, as he said, since he's got bulwark, makes sense.
Picked up a blip.
Okay, where are you hiding at? Over there, huh?
Awaiting orders. I'm receiving you. Copy that, Commander. Got it.
Okay, second, third, and fourth mech. So I've got his entire lance on sensors right now.
Yeah?
Let's see. Ice improves heat-seeking unit ability. Okay, they've changed that a bit.
Confirmed.
It's geothermal. I don't care. I'm in a light mech.
Attacking from position.
First blood. Probably not going to last long. It looks like the bulk of us are all going more or less at the same time. I've got the edge with Arclight because she does get to go first, but this is going to hurt because now I'm in line of sight for everything for him. And it looks like his fire is going to be a lot more effective than mine so far.
Location confirmed.
Well, that was a pretty big explosion to hear that up there. Trade you one structure exposed for 3. This exchange rate is not going to go well. For me, eventually. Because he's got a lot of stuff that can rain fire down on those guys there. Okay, spreading out some of the fire, interestingly enough. Let's see. Ah, splitting his fire. Never mind.
Waiting for orders.
Blockade, my friend, if you would not mind. From over there.
I'm on it.
Some indirect fire. Again, I'm only doing half damage on him because of bulwark, but when you start throwing a lot of fire together, it really does start to add up. Unfortunately, when you're actually taking full armor damage, it also tends to add up. Which is why I said, even though it looks nasty for him right now, it's not really the case. Yep, he's still upright. Yep, all going down range. Look at that.
Crap, that
Sanded
shot went
right off of him.
internal.
Okay.
Aye, aye.
Arclight. You are an immediate sprint.
Confirmed.
Make use of the evasives while I can. Okay, full evasive plus bulwark. Nope, not full evasive because he's firing back. Alright.
Armor breach. Internal damage. Commander?
Wow, that is a crappy 2-hit chance there. Up, it's decided to zoom me in for the melee attack. I thought I had turned this off, but apparently not. And it's a miss. Swing and a miss.
Standing by. Copy that.
Okay, crappy 2-hit. Worse 2-hit. Better 2-hit.
Roger.
One LRM down.
Critical hit, Commander.
It's gonna be a game of trading back and forth here. Question is, what is he gonna do? Because he's down to 7, 6, 5. Uh-oh. Connection lost. Did I lose connection? Okay, yeah, it says the same thing on me as well. Okay, so apparently even though I'm streaming and I'm not dropping any frames right now, and the stream is actively going, okay. That sucks. That was shaping up to be a good fight too. Okay, hang on, let me get this set back up. We can kick that one back off here. Okay, so... Password protect. 60 seconds, full stock. And Alpine River, Arctic Foggy Day. No, we went Frozen Day. Create the game. Jumping, well, okay, we could try jumping atlases. Except that could be a really long fight. Let me get that set up how I want to do that here. Yeah, I think that's entirely possible, Strith, because my drop frame indicator has reset. But I'm not exactly sure why my internet would have dropped. The nasty weather's not supposed to be here until tomorrow, again, which is not making me feel all that great about the chances of trying to pull off uncooperative survival. May have some more problems there, so jumping atlases, let's... Okay, for starters, let's say jumping atlases with the stock atlas, please, not the Atlas 2. But let's keep this non-Star League tech here. And I'm going to do a copy of that one. Standard Atlas 7D. Alright, so range, heat efficiency, movement. Well, we're going to be fixing that certainly here in a second. Drop LRMs or the SRMs. Pull out the SRMs for now. To our jump jets. pull a little more weight out of that. Good heat efficiency, extra flexibility there. Let's drop down to an LRM-15 instead of the LRM-20. Gives me that back. 2 more mount points for... Heat efficiency I'm happy with. Firepower is not all that great. Range is about average. Let's give you a little bit of extra punch close in. Okay. Stream hiccup, pause it once I had a safe one. Okay. Back in regrowth again, huh? Can't even remember, geez, the last time I played that, the game's still on the old backup rig at this point, and I think I was still working on, I think I just finished getting the vast majority of crops up to a 10-10-10. Let's give this one a better name. So, the Leaper. And let's make a lance of that. Oh, that's a scary thought. Lance of jumping Atli. Actually, let's be honest. Since I can't get assault and a space after it, this is obviously going to be non-stock mechs allowed on this one, so that should be our jumper. Yep. Jump, jump, jump. Everybody says jump, jump. Let's see. Light, X. And who else do we want? Paradise and Wildfire. Well, mechanism itself is nuts to begin with. Applied energistics? I honestly haven't played around with applied energistics much after they went through the huge, and this really kind of dates how long I've been playing it, back when they went with A2 and the huge rebalance that they kind of did to everything. And then at that point it was like, holy crap, the amount of work that you have to go through to use this mod and get, you know, it's almost endgame to me, in my opinion, but I kind of revel more at the whole start of the game type thing. Let's get a game host up. Let's use Alpine River just because that was a very nice map. And same parameters for that. Unlimited because the lance is so huge. We'll take the stock mech setting off. Does require a full lance. Create the game. And let's find acrobatic assault lance. Alright. If you're ready to go, Mr. RF777, I am all set up here. Okay, I am readied up. Oh, not again. Yeah, it just did the same thing it did the first game that we tried to do. And, yep, there you go. Okay, you're back. Is it gonna let you stay? One can hope it will let you stay. There we go. Okay. This is going to be a knockdown, drag-out fight. I suspect we're going to go quite a few rounds on this one, because, oof, Atlases. And the great thing is, I mean, Regrowth is a really solid pack, too. I mean, between that and, actually right now in my downtime, I'm replaying through Jaded Cat's Agrarian Skies mod pack again.
Command interface initiated.
Right, I should say Agrarian Skies, too. And
Come on, people.
nowadays,
Make it
I
happen.
kind of do feel some of the mods that I would wish were in that game that I would love to truly be able to sit down and have really want open blocks in there, for instance. Let's see. So I am on. This game it will not put me on the other side of this river. It always puts me on this side of the river.
Aye, aye.
It just refuses to send me anywhere else on this map. I don't know what it is
Certainly.
about how it selects the starting points,
Roger.
but that's just the way it always works out. But I suspect I'm not going to be getting much playtime in Agrarian Skies for a little bit because, ironically, and I can't help but wonder if Keen has been planning to do this ever since Mojang announced their release date for Minecraft 1.13, or well, 1.13 I should say.
How might I help?
Which I suspect is probably
There in a jiff.
my point of bowing out of playing Minecraft
Coordinates
seriously. I
Yes,
am
Commander.
not really getting quite as much out of what I'm seeing them put into 1.13.
Roger that.
I'm not a fan of the new textures at all. That's going to be one of the first things I seek to overwrite with the resource pack. If I wanted to play something that looked that cartoonish, I would... there's about any number of games that I could, then voxel ripoffs that I could play.
Time to earn our
Ugh.
money.
So many atlases in close proximity. Wars have begun this way, Mr. Ambassador.
Yeah?
And if you can tell me what movie that was quoted from, kudos to you. Let's get someone within range here. Just to make things a little more interesting. Shall we?
Confirmed.
I'm not gonna do any damage at this point, but I'll still try for it. Yeah, there's some other stuff about 1.3 I am just remain not a fan of. The whole the water mechanics they put. Oh, a double PPC Atlas. Okay, mixing it up a little bit. The new water mechanics that they've introduced. Yeah, just a lot of stuff that rubs me the wrong way.
On the move.
And it kind of, between that and also then they introduced the mod that, oh, well, if you don't sleep, you're going to get attacked after a couple nights by this virtually undefeatable enemy. It's like, really? Did you guys think about what happens with sleeping on multiplayer servers? How we've had to put mods in to make that possible? To allow people to, to let 2 out of 4 people say, yes, we're going to allow sleeping right now? Okay, I'm willing to bet you've probably divvied up your tasks there, and that this is probably same setup. Okay. Flamers, PPCs, and SRM6s. Good choice. It's kind of like an augmented awesome, in a ways.
Awaiting orders.
Also very ideally suited towards what you're doing as far as... Let's see, how do I want to handle this? You look like... Not great. Still not great. Just within range.
Certainly.
I love how there's that one little spot there. There we go. That was a good hit. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to completely ignore 113. I mean, I definitely do want to give it a, you know, I do want to give it a go, but from what I've been seeing on the pre-releases, it's just like, they've kind of put stuff in the game I just don't agree with. And I suspect they're going to wind up regretting some of that. I mean, this would be... What they've basically done with some of these mods is done the equivalency of what Space Engineers did when they introduced the Sabroids and the Wolves. And you've got something that was not very well thought out, basically. Multi-target, one for the remote, and one for right there. Yeah, about the same, really. Fire it up.
Aye.
Of course the AC-20 is going to miss wide. AC-20s always miss wide. Got the opportunity there. You're fording the river pretty well. Well, the nice thing, Strith, is the mods in general have really started to. I think they've made a very good effort of kind of helping to break down some of that cubist mentality a little bit.
Barely hit me.
So you've got things like multi-block structures and everything that are a bit more of a how do I want to put it?
Engaging jump jet.
They are a bit. They help break up the game a little bit. So, and things like Carpenter's mod, they got the Carpenter's block mod. That definitely makes definitely gives some advantages to things. And you got your slopes and different kind of things you can do with everything. Okay, good. You did that.
Standing by. Confirmed.
Let's see. But I mean, the other thing is also, I mean, I'm at a point where, I mean, I'm still a Patreon to 3 different hermits on Hermitcraft, and I'm at the point where I'm about to potentially turn down one of them. And, you know, it's just, I don't do anything on the vanilla servers, and the multiplayer servers for modded are, well, I mean, let's be frank, a multiplayer modded server is about the only thing worse than a Space Engineers modded server. It gets to a point where very quickly you can't do anything, and then past that point, yeah, I could do that.
Engaging jump
Liking
jet.
my hit chance there.
Copy that.
Even if the AC-20 is going to miss again. Yeah, it's kind of hard to kind of do multiplayer, especially because if you're a lot of people with multiplayer modded servers, they're like, you know, okay, it's the younger folks who are, and you know, I'm really feeling like I'm dating myself, but you know, the folks who have lots of time on their hands, basically, they're in college. You know, they've only got a couple classes a day. They're kind of keeping up with it, and comparatively speaking, what I wind up with... Oh, come on, a head hit? Really?
Yes, Commander.
Confirmed.
There we go. You get a lot of people who have tons of time to put into it, and then you're on for like maybe 2-3 hours a night, and it's another problem I've had with mod packs lately, is it's a case of you very quickly feel like, oh, sweet, we're going for a stomping. It's gonna be a beatdown up here, guys. There comes the flamers. Oh,
Okay. That was really bad.
You get to the mod packs, it's like you can't make much progression, and yet the oh, that's it. Paradise is pretty much out of here at this point.
Standing by.
You get there's just you lose so much time. You don't have enough time to really kind of go into the mod pack fully, and then you get on the server and it's like, oh yeah, and everyone's got everything. It's laggy as all heck. You can't do anything, and everyone else is like, oh yeah, I can give you XYZ and all this stuff. And it's like, I don't want XYZ. I want to do this myself. And another AC-20 misses, so apparently that's going to be a thing. And unfortunately, then you get to stuff like, you know, Agrarian Skies, and that's kind of where it feels middle of the road for progression. And then you get these mod packs that are ridiculously complex. Like, you know, that they're just designed to draw things out into like a 2,000-hour gameplay session. That's like, okay, I've come home and I can't really do anything. And I don't feel like I've accomplished anything.
Ammo.
And, you know,
friendlies.
Yep, he's done. Really? Right into the head. That's evil.
Yes, Commander.
So this is where I disagree somewhat with how they've got the,
Move order received.
how they've got kind of the pilot hits set up here. No, you didn't stomp the head and you actually flamed the head to death is what it looked like on my end. Let's see if we can...
Affirmative.
Come on, take it. There we go. Not down a mech, but
Critical hit, Commander.
it's still something worth going after there. Yeah, you get the super long packs. I can't get into those because it's like, okay, I have 2 hours a night maybe to put into something, and you just kind of feel like by the time you get to the end of that 2 hours, it's like, and I've got this entire massive pack to go through. It's like I want a little more feeling of achievement rather than being at a point where it's like, okay, I've slaved away for 8 hours and I still can't mine this single block. You know, that sort of stuff. Okay, jump back out of danger, right. 3 on 4.
Damage minimal. Aye, aye.
And let's see, where are you at? Good arc. Take it.
Affirmative.
Misses though, of course. Yes, connection problems aside, which again, that could be very much because my internet probably reset. Multiplayer's doing pretty decent. Ah, going for the close-in flamers. See, this is where I kind of disagree with BattleTech and where they seem to insist
Can't
that
take much more of this.
some of the ranges end at. That seems kind of a little outside the flamer range, especially for a small weapon. But, okay. Oh, come on, another leg shot? Wow.
AC-20 ammo depleted.
I am being brutalized by the, and of course it hits the leg that now just depleted the AC-20,
I've lost
even though
stability. Battle mech down.
there's AC-20s and... Oh, look at that! Simultaneous fall downs.
Commander, I'm hit.
Nice. The, I think the game is being a little opportunistic in the ammo it's taking there, because that seems a bit... Yeah, I don't quite buy that.
Up high.
Come on.
Acknowledged.
There we go. Alright.
Mech destroyed.
Not exactly an even fight, since I'm effectively down 2 mechs to his 3. But, I'll still take it. Well, the other thing with the update aquatic, as they are calling it. Oh, really? And you just
Big
like
hit.
that one?
That was a big hit.
Chill out. You're fine, Apex. You'll get your revenge shortly.
Losing armor.
Especially it's the DFA mech that is doing the damage there. It's pretty risky to do
Yes,
that.
Commander.
Stand up, please. Miss Apex, if you would please stand up.
Oh, God. Ready for action.
Well, let's see. I can attack the melee, or I can go for an all-out attack. Go with an overheat damage.
Firing a full salvo.
There we go.
Tango down.
Now we're a bit more on even terms here.
My mech is overheating.
Even if that mech is about to get splashed. DFA? Nope, shooting from behind. Okay. Minimum range on the PPCs, and I gotta say, I don't know how they're really... The SRMs are still nasty. Ah, that would be how you're doing it then.
Down. Sitting duck.
That's okay. You'll be fine, Wildfire. You're just, or Apex. Wildfire! It should be Wildfire in there, burning that brightly. Look at that effect, though. That is pretty damn sweet. A little unrealistic, because at this point, I would be a molten pile of goo in the cockpit, but pretty darn sweet still. Game, you, doing anything here? Because I can't do anything. My game, I was just telling you you were being very nice and not crapping out on me. Oh, come on. Don't tell me you've dropped again. Seemed a good bitrate going through. You guys can still see me, right? This should not be... let's see. I can see static lights there. That's probably not good. A little bit of movement there. Okay, so I'm not completely offline. But something's clearly up. It's acting like I get to move, but... I can't move anyone. Congratulations, RF777. I think you broke the game. Because it's not advancing the shot clock on my side. It's still saying it's your turn over there. Huh. Okay, I can still chat, apparently. And I can't move. I don't think you can move. We killed the game. It's gotta be a exit settings. No, that's not what I want. Too much concentrated awesomeness. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, unless I can. That's game option still. That's not doing anything. I mean, it looks like it recognizes we're down to one mech moving on each side. Technically, I should be moving Wildfire at this point. But I can't select her. I can pick up her mech there and see the stats on it. Oh god, no. A Lance of Awesomes would definitely not do this well. There we go. Network errors occurred disconnecting from opponent. So that was... A networking error has occurred, but you could still let me chat. Seems a bit... So I think I'm at the point of saying that I think multiplayer... This might be why there aren't that many people in the multiplayer part of the game right now. That's kind of disappointing, and it's also honestly not much of a surprise because they didn't... The multiplayer piece of the game was focused on very late in the beta. We didn't get it until about 2 months before the beta ended, I think. Maybe a month before. It was a very short time frame in which that it was out there and available to test, if I remember right. And I kind of think that may be showing up a little bit there. Or maybe there's something with the new optimizations they put into the game that's breaking it. I'm not 100% sure. But, that is kind of a bit on the sad side that's not working 100% up to speed there, because it's doing pretty good there. I mean, the way they've got that set up for the flow and everything works out pretty nicely. But anyways, tonight, guys, I need to wrap this up a bit early. Unfortunately, I have some other things I need to take care of. So what I will do, actually, in return for having to wrap up a bit early, I'm gonna put together a series of challenges, and I'll do that in a little video that will be out later this week. And what I want to do is kind of set up some challenges similar to what we've had tonight. So we had the, you know, the themed Locust Lance. We've had the jumping Atli going on here. We had the Brawler and the support mech, and the game won't even load this at this point. Wow, that's taking a while. You know, kind of just taking things and playing around with some of the stuff that you can do. And next week, for the next stream, if you guys have some of your own lances that you'd like to bring along, that way we can kind of have everyone kind of prepped and ready to go if you want to actually do that. Or, you know, if you just even just want to reply in the comments of the video and suggest some builds, that's certainly up to it. You know, if you're not able to attend yourself or you've got some ideas you want to suggest, go ahead and throw them in the comments of the video, and I will do my best to actually try to incorporate them into some of the designs as well. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Thank you, Mr. RF777, for participating tonight, keeping me company on the multiplayer, because that was definitely, like you said, lots of fun. Bugs aside, that was definitely lots of fun, and I'm looking forward to doing some more skirmishing with you next week. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button if you liked the video. If you didn't like the video, go ahead and hit that dislike button, but do leave me a comment in the comment fields to let me know what I can do to make things a bit better and make things more enjoyable, because I can't learn and can't try until someone tells me. So, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will catch you guys next time.